This is Hot Throw, a show for all candle makers no matter your skill level. I'm Alex Lutz, your host, and today you get to learn more about who in the heck I am and how I got started. We'll have a few interview questions, which are actually read by my wife, Danae, who has been super supportive of the podcast and wants to help out.
Let's start with who are you? What is the name of your candle business? Where are you from? And what's your story?
I'm the owner of Jack Finch Co., a candle making company based in South Jordan, Utah. Shout out to all my Utah homies. My wife Danae and I have a 3-year-old toddler named Jackson who definitely keeps us on our toes. I work full-time as a DevOps manager and as much as I can time on my candle business.
What was your very first idea?
Yep, I'm a total nerd. Interestingly enough, the thing that got me into candle making was Dungeons and Dragons. I've always loved candles, but I had recently discovered the world of D&D, and I was voluntold to be a dungeon master for a small group of friends that I worked with. I wanted a way to help immerse my friends in the story I was telling with some awesome forest or cave scents, and I thought there must be some candles for that. I found a company called Cantrip Candles, and I was fascinated by what this dude was doing. Like, he had such good themed candles. I was like freaking blown away. I picked up a beginner kit from Candle Science and a few scents that sounded great for my D&D adventure. And a few hours later, I was pouring my first batch of Golden Wax 464. I was hooked.
How long have you been making candles?
My wife and I run the business together, and we've been making candles since October of 2019.
What is your favorite part about running a candle making business?
My favorite part, that's probably my favorite part is probably how much I learn about making candles, like as the craft of it. And I love learning about business and working to improve and grow my business. So I guess that's my favorite part.
What is one thing that you wish you had done differently when you started?
One thing I would do differently when I got started. I have a tendency to go all in on things before I fully understand them, and I'm always starting new hobbies. So that's like a freaking cluster right there. I went all in on something I knew nothing about, and I wish I would have had like a much smaller focus at the beginning. That being said, I pivoted from my original idea and found a niche for me. D&D was the beginning, but I absolutely love the TV show The Office. And I found myself and my friends and coworkers all quoting things from that show. And I was like, frick, like, this is a no-brainer for me. So I combined my love for The Office, movie and TV quotes, and Jack Finch Co. was born.
What platform have you chosen to sell your candles on, and why?
I chose to use my own website and test selling on Etsy, both of which worked. But remember how I said I have a focus problem? Working in the technology field, the last thing I want to worry about is supporting my own website. I do that all day for a living. I don't really want to do it for my personal side of things, or for my business rather. And so I chose Squarespace. Squarespace, it's calmed my nerves by offering amazing starter templates that are easy to change and require like no coding experience. And the site like just scales with my business. I don't have to worry about any like heavy load or anything like that. And so for me, Squarespace is more profitable compared to Etsy, and it's better at helping me understand my customers' likes and dislikes more than Etsy as well.
Tell us about your experiences with in-person sales and events.
I've done like a grand total of 3 in-person events, so I'm not like the professional in this area by any means. Um, you may have to ask Christina for that one about like more info on that one. Um, uh, I'll mention two of them. The first event was about a 45-minute drive from where we live, and I heard it had like a good turnout last year, so I figured I'd try it out. I spent literally 2 full days, 8 hours, 16 total hours, sitting next to someone who was selling Tabasco sauce. And on the other side of me was a lady selling sock monkeys. And don't get me wrong, like these people were like freaking awesome. They were so nice. I love the community that's built from these events. But like the Tabasco guy had a great number of sales. Like I even purchased some from him because he had like super rare Tabasco sauce that I didn't even know existed. Um, but overall, that experience, I think we sold like a grand total of like 5 candles. It was pretty horrible, and it was like really slow for us. Um, it just really wasn't worth our time. So fast forward a few months, we were accepted to attend a Christmas event in a nearby neighborhood, and I was super skeptical because my first event was like complete crap, and it was also an event for like only 4 hours on one single day. And I was like, okay, like this is not gonna work. That being said, we were accepted, we showed up, we set up, and we were ready. The event started, and holy crap, people, like there were so many customers. There was so much foot traffic. I was blown away. We sold like probably over 200 candles in a single 4 hour event. So I guess you could say I've experienced both ends of the in-person event spectrum, if you will. But as of right now, Jack Finchco, we're not currently planning on attending any events this holiday season.
Let's get a little personal. What do you struggle with the most in your candle business?
Oh boy, what do I struggle with most in my candle business? Honestly, right now, it's like I'm an idea person and I always have like new ideas and I want to keep trying like new products. Like I want to get like personally, I honestly really want to get into like solid colognes and like beard balms and like cold processed soap and every single freaking thing under the sun. But the reality is like I actually have an internal struggle like stopping myself from growing in that direction because I feel like I haven't really like I haven't I mean, I'm good at doing candles. We've made sales, right? But like, I feel like I just haven't honed my craft on candles and made it in my business to make it like what I need it to be in order to grow in that area. So I guess that's probably what I schedule or struggle with the most. I don't know.
I think many of us would agree that all the amazing smells is one of the best parts of candle making. So tell us, what is your favorite fragrance right now?
My favorite fragrance right now. I don't know if this counts, but I actually recently picked up like a beard butter from a company called Royal Beardsman. Holy crap. I went off of like some YouTube video that I saw. I don't remember which YouTube video that was, but some dude was like, "Hey, you should try a beard butter and see how it goes for your beard." I have a beard, obviously, if you haven't picked up on that. And so I was like, okay, I'll try this. And the scent was called Dragon Spice, but the notes for the product say it's cinnamon and vanilla. And I love anything with cinnamon and anything with vanilla. And let me tell you, this freaking beard balm, it makes me feel like I feel like a new man when I put this product on. And like, I want to create a product like that. So my favorite fragrance right now, asking me today, is like a mixture of cinnamon and vanilla for sure.
All right, final question. What's one piece of advice that you would give to a new candle maker wanting to start their business?
If there was one piece of advice, God, I love these questions. If there was one piece of advice I could offer, like a beginner wanting to start their business, it would simply be to start. Like, what are you waiting for? You have a story to tell, and you have something awesome to offer the world. In the words of the great Zig Ziglar, I love that guy, by the way, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. All right, everybody. That's the end of the episode here. I want to thank you for listening. And if you want to learn more about candle making and starting your own business, subscribe to Hot Throw. Hot Throw is available where all great podcasts are found. If you'd like to leave us a message that might be featured in the show, visit anchor.fm/Hot Throw and click the message button. Thanks for listening.